Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Wet Shaving with Angelo. I'm Angelo, and today's going to be a good day and a good shave. I recently reached over 100 subscribers here on YouTube, so I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to all my subscribers, both those that have started with me from the beginning as well as those that just recently joined my channel. It is a pleasure and an honor to be making these videos for everyone out there in YouTube, and I want to say thank you to everyone for subscribing to my channel. Now down to the shave. Today's shave, I'm going to be using the Heritage Collection Shaving Everready 200 replica. What is that? I'm going to be using the Heritage Collection Shaving brush, which is a replica of the Everready 200. Let's see if we can get the focus in. The replica of the 200 Everready brush with the synthetic knot. One of my favorite brushes so far. Blade of choice, I'm going to be using a Supermax Blue Diamond titanium coated blade. Soap of choice, Razorock Black Label triple milled what the puck shave soap. And for aftershave, I'm going to be using vintage Aqua Velva. And I would recommend, if you're going to go the Aqua Velva route for your aftershaves, try to look into getting a vintage bottle of the classic stuff. Because there's nothing like the classic scent of vintage Aqua Velva. As they say, there's nothing like an Aqua Velva. There's something about an Aqua Velva, man. As the saying goes, there's something about an Aqua Velva, man. And my razor of choice, I bought this a few months ago, and I used it a couple of times, so I thought, what the heck, use it for my next video. The Lutz Slant razor. This was made in Germany sometime between the 1930s and 40s. And it's a slant razor that has two different levels of aggression. As you can see, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's two sets of scalps on each side. There's different there's a different set of scalps on each side. One has more scalps than the other, and one side is more aggressive than the other. So I'm going to shave with it and see how it goes. I just had my shower, and now I'm going to wet the face and get the build in the lather and just shoot the wind, or shoot the breeze, if you will. So how's everyone doing? Everyone having good shaves? Anything interesting my fellow YouTube subscribers have recently gotten in the mail? Or whatever, or post office, or FedEx, or whatever that they'd like to share, post in the comments. I'll post in the description of my video the links to ItalianBarber.com, which is where I got the shave soap from, and Heritage Collection Shaving.com, where I got the brush from. Okay, let's build our lather now. And one good thing about the Razorock What the Puck shave soaps is even though they're very cheap soaps, like they usually go for about $4 or $5 on ItalianBarber.com, they build a ton of lather super easy. They're triple milled shave soaps, and for a triple milled shave soap that builds a ton of lather, they're worth more. I'm surprised Razorock doesn't charge more than $4 or $5 a soap. Look at that! Look at that beautiful lather. This is their black label of the What the Puck shave soaps they make. And just so everyone knows, I have roughly a day and a half worth of stubble on my face, so I really do need a good shave today. That's why I'm reaching for the Lutz, because it's a slant razor, and slant razors typically cut the stubble at an angle. It's kind of like getting two strokes in one. Like you get a downward stroke and you get one stroke and another stroke in different directions in one pass. Like if you're going with the grain, it's like going with the grain and across the grain at the same time with this slant. Because the way the slants are made is they basically cut through your stubble like a guillotine. I know that sounds frightening, but that's the best description I can say. Like when guillotines were invented, originally they were just a straight line with the blade, but they later found out that an angled blade cuts through heads better than a straight blade does. So with the safety razors, a slant razor cuts through your stubble much better at an angle than a regular safety bar razor does. Okay, that's one side. I'm definitely getting a lot more blade feel with the side of the razor that has more scalps, the smaller scalps on it. It's definitely cutting through the stubble and knocking it down with ease, regardless of what side I'm using. But I will say, with my experience, this side with the more larger scalps and the other side is more comfortable to shave with. Although with the smaller scalps, you do get way more audio feedback. That was the first pass with the grain. Gonna re-wet the face, re-lather, and go across the grain. Let's see how well shaved it was with the first pass. Very nice. There's still stubble as usual with the first pass, but not as much as I thought it was gonna be. But then again, with the slant razor, it does like double duty. It cuts one direction and another at the same time, roughly speaking, or it cuts your whiskers at an angle, so you get a closer shave overall. And I bought this Lutz Slant razor a few months ago on eBay for about $50, which actually I found out was a real good bargain price, because a few years ago the Lutz Slant razors were selling on eBay for upwards for new old stock for $100 or more. So for me to get a new old stock Lutz razor at $50 was a good bargain, and with free shipping too. Dry my hands so I don't drop anything. Now we're going to go across the grain. Actually, across the grain, the more aggressive side seems to do a better job. Or it seems to feel more comfortable than with the grain. So I'm going to use that side for most of this shave and see what I can get. Oh, what the heck, I'll use both sides. Okay, I'm using the milder side now because I do see a few tiny nicks here and there from the more aggressive side. I'll seal them up before I do the third pass, and I'll use the milder side for the rest of the shave, I think. Okay, that was the second pass across the grain. Let me just use my Styptic pencil to stop up some of these little nicks here before I do the third pass. Oh yeah, that aggressive side really does get you if you're not careful. The one with the more scalps really can get you if you're not careful. Ooh, did it get me? Okay, gonna rinse my face and go for the third pass using the milder side. Okay, dry the hands off. Again, so we don't drop this razor because it's an antique. And go against the grain with the milder side. Let's say the milder side does have some audio feedback as well, just like the more aggressive one. I guess it all really depends just which way you're shaving, possibly, and which side. Yeah, this is a rough shave for today. But I should let everyone know I'm not the most experienced with slant razors, but I know you're supposed to shave with them just like a regular razor. But they can bite if you're not careful. And I guess it has been a while since I last shaved with any slant razor. But I learned the Lutz. So let me just use my stupid pencil again to finish the third pass. Try to heal up all these little nicks. Usually with the slant, I don't have this much problems with nicks and cuts as I've grown experience with shaving. But the Lutz, if someone's asking me if I would recommend the Lutz, probably not, because it's a little unbalanced, or not. I'm not a fan of like razors that have a more aggressive side and one side more aggressive than the other. It can be very misleading. So I wouldn't really recommend the Lutz too much, unless you're a historian of razors and you just have to have it, then maybe take it for a spin and see how you'll do. Again, and as in everything with shaving, YMMV, your mileage may vary. Okay, I'm going to rinse the face and put on the vintage Aqua Velva Ice Blue. But I will say the razor did give me a good clean shave, just a very rough shave. Like, I'm maybe about smooth, but at the price of getting nicked up a lot. Okay, let me dry my face off. Okay, time to splash on a little vintage Aqua Velva Ice Blue. Shake it up to get all the ingredients mixed up. And word of advice for buying vintage aftershaves: if you're going to buy them whether online or at a flea market or whatever, make sure the bottle is mostly, if not completely, full. Because the more empty space that's in the bottle, the more air is in it, and the more air that's in it, the more likely the scent of the aftershave has been spoiled, or the fragrance of the aftershave went bad. And you really don't want to put something that went bad on your face. There's something about an Aqua Velva, man, indeed. Well, that's it for today. Have a good day and have a good shave, everyone.